They suck. Rivalry week, baby. Yeah. Let's get pumped up. A damn good time. Woo! Yeah.
Go, baby.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Steve Schaefer.
I'm Cody Adams.
And this is a damn good time podcast.
State of North still sucks.
They do still suck.
It's a football team. My wife might kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe not. Well, no. This week, the whole state sucks.
This week only. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mainly just tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're recording on Friday. Tomorrow's the game. But
yep. So hopefully, when you watch this on Monday, you get that warm, fuzzy feeling in your guts.
Yes.
You get that warm. You just good. You got victory. You're on that riding that victory high.
You know the Buckeyes are going to the playoffs.
Yep.
And everything's great.
Yep. And you're
right in the world.
like, hey man, the world is normal again because that team up north sucks, and we just beat them.
Maybe somehow the Browns win too, and then we're all like, all right, we're going cloud nine.
That good warm and fuzzies.
It's going to be a good week. Probably not going to happen.
And if you're from that state up north and things don't work out the way that they're going to for us, and you want to rub it in our faces, feel free to comment and tell us how stupid we are. But that's not going to happen, so don't even worry about it.
No, not
Don't
gonna
even
happen.
worry about it.
Ain't gonna happen.
What I saw last I looked, we were favored by 8 points.
Yeah, I mean, being that we're in the shoe and at home, it's definitely tougher for the state up north to challenge us there.
Right.
But that being said, it's college football, and you never know what's going to happen.
Never know what's going to happen. And that's the thing is I know both teams look really tough this year.
Yeah.
And it all depends on which one of our teams show up, because both teams, like you said, it's college football. You always have that chance, like, oh man, we showed up not ready to play today or something,
Yeah, and I mean, on paper,
Yep.
Ohio State,
yeah,
obviously favored by 8 points. It's pretty big.
That's good.
And Vegas doesn't normally get that stuff that wrong. So
Right.
We will see, though. It will
Yeah.
be a hell of a game. We can have a little soiree at my house.
Yeah,
You're coming.
I'm coming. I'll be there.
Yeah. We're going to cook up some food,
Yep.
and we're going to, Steve already spatchcock a turkey. He's going to show me how to spatchcock a
I'm gonna
turkey.
learn them how to spatchcock a turkey.
We're going to spatchcocky.
So if we as old folks figure out the TikToks and how to edit videos good,
Good life.
oh good,
You know how
And,
to post videos to Facebook?
and then check it out on TikTok. We're gonna probably give you a little tutorial on how to spatchcock a turkey.
Steve says his came out amazing. So
Oh my god,
I'm
it was so
excited.
good.
And I got a $4 turkey to try it on.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I will say though, I got my brine down good, and I did it for 24 hours, so that did help. But that spatchcock method, man, you flatten that bird out, and it cuts your cooking time in half. And I think a lot of the fact that it cuts it in half, you don't get dry parts now.
Yeah.
Because you're not just overcooking the breast, waiting for the thighs to get done.
No, presentation wise, you're not going to get a whole bird on the table. But
Right.
who normally puts a whole bird on the table? Nobody. That thing gets destroyed over in the corner and just thrown in a big dish anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like we did 2 turkeys. Both of them got butchered down, broke down and on a platter,
Right.
So, that shit's for TV anyway when they bring the whole bird out.
I mean, if you wanted to, you probably still make a mound of stuffing, just shove the bird on top of it. And
Yeah.
Look at it. It's pretty.
Yeah, I like that. I'll cut the legs, the drumsticks, kind of put them all nice, neat, little crisscross. Then I'll break down all the red, or not red meat, but the dark meat, and kind of have it in a nice little pile beside that. Then I'll cut the breasts off, and I cut them on a bias down, so you got nice little slices with a little skin on it too. And I lay them so they look all pretty next to it and junk. So I got a good presentation for as it's broke down too. So
right, and that's key. You gotta have good presentation.
And then you got the carcass sitting over there where there's still like the good fatty bits that are stuck to it and shit. So it's like here's the good looking part. But if you want like the skin, like for the people that like that the grosser stuff, like go dig in over there. So
grosser stuff. What are you talking about?
Well, for the finicky eaters out there, like, ew, that's gross. Ew, that's gross. Yeah. But for the real eaters out there, they're like, that's where it's at.
That's the best part, right there. Yeah, boy.
Oh yeah. But the breasts turned out amazing on mine. So
some good titties, huh?
Yeah, some good titties. I posted a picture on the old Facebook of it, and it turned out great. I think that's going to be my go-to.
Spatchcock,
a little 24-hour brine. I might switch up the brine a little bit to introduce a little more, like maybe some garlic and herb flavor to it.
Sure.
Because mine was just basic. I did sugar, salt, a little bit of vinegar, and water. So it wasn't anything too crazy. Because I haven't done too many turkeys for the family get-togethers.
Sure.
To be honest, because normally it's been the elders of the family that would prepare it.
Mm-hmm.
But this year I did the roasted one. My dad brought one. We deep fried it. It turned out really well too. But so I was kind of I wanted to start get my base down and then, kind of go on from there in the future. So I got a good baseline right now.
Base.
So.
Get a good base. You always need a good base.
Right.
For your drinking, for cooking, whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause then too, when you got the good base, then you can introduce some garlic. Like maybe next year I'll put a little more garlic. Whereas like if I would have put too much garlic, but I also brined it too long, then it's hard to tell if I had too much of one flavor because I brined it too long. But now since I had that good base, kind of more of a neutral flavor, but ones that enhance the flavor of bird, I've got that staple down. Now I can introduce a little more to kind of help accentuate it too.
I know I had some heavily citrus brined turkey before, and it's not bad either, but it can be overpowering. If you
I don't like to do too much citrus in my brines either. Because I do, like I said, you got to have that more of a baseline to accentuate the bird more than overwhelming flavors,
For those of you like, what the hell's a brine? It's basically you just take the bird and you throw it in some water, sugar, salt is all you need. That's
flavored water.
Typically. And then you sit that and it just kind of absorbs into the meat and, gives it a little juicier.
It's more of a watery version of a marinade.
Yeah.
So that's in layman's terms.
Throw that out there for you.
Yeah. But so.
I miss my mouth. Anyway, so happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Since
Thanksgiving,
we're already
man.
in there. Let's go ahead. We already talked about that.
Yep.
The best thing we ate this week that we've been throwing that out there was, it's got to be Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
right?
So we're going to jump right to that segment. What's the best thing you put in your mouth this week?
During Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Hey, me.
Because I also made a bomb ass ribeye for myself this week.
Oh, yeah?
It was so good.
It's kind of hard to top the ribeye.
Yeah. I mean, I just got a gas stove. So it was my first time. I'm like, I get my stainless steel pan out.
Yeah.
Using electric, it's so hard to get a good, perfect sear with electric. I don't know why. Pan takes too long to get hot, and then it ends up getting over hot. And it's just like, I can't really control the temperature of that pan. Where the gas, I know gas so well from being in restaurants. It's like, I know I can control this better. Like, it's almost like you sense how hot that pan is just by your flame and everything. My God, I made a ribeye with a perfect crust on it.
Nice.
And then, of course, I could throw it right in the oven and finish it off in the oven. So,
because it gets hotter quicker and junk. And
Yep. And I pulled that bad boy out. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Now you're cooking with
My
fire,
wife
baby.
says this a lot, but she's like, this is the best steak I've ever had. I'm like, That's why I don't even order steak at a restaurant, because you just cook these at home. I'm like, I was pretty excited. But anyways, what was the one best item you had all Thanksgiving?
I would say my spatchcock turkey.
Spatchcock. Oh, going with the turkey, huh?
Yeah, it was because it was so moist, so juicy, nice and tender. It was like the best turkey I think I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
Over deep fried.
Over deep fried, yes.
Wow.
'Cause even sometimes on deep fried, you get some parts that are a little more overcooked.
Sure, the outside gets.
And I will say one thing I do believe that helped is I started at 350. I gave myself still 3 to 4 hours of bird time, but I started at 350 and that temp came up real quick. Within an hour, I was at 140. So then I dropped it down to 250 to let it go low and slow for the rest of the way. Yeah. So that kind of helped just let those juices relax in there, stay in there,
cool down a little bit.
I definitely did the full 30-minute rest. I tend to get a little antsy in the pantsy when it comes to resting sometimes.
Of course.
We
all do.
Yeah. But then a lot of times, too, it's you're still waiting on the bird. Everything else is ready. So it's oh, okay, it's there. Well, everything else is ready. Now we got to wait 30 minutes. 15 minutes, fine. Let's go. But my bird was done before everything else. So I was oh, man, this is perfect. I got plenty of time. Let it rest. Wrapped it in the foil. It's got all the other sides ready and junk. And then, so I did everything right, basically, this time, too. So, So it helped out in that aspect as well.
You got the brine on. So it'll be interesting to see tomorrow if we do it without the brine.
Yeah, to see if we still get kind of the same results.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you needs that brine or not, if you're still happy with it without the brine.
Right.
So, did you like the butter under the skin and stuff?
I did. I melted butter with a little bit of garlic salt mixture, one of those grinder things that I had.
Yeah.
And then I basted it under the skin before I threw it in there. So there was a little layer, but I didn't put the pads of butter a lot of people do and stuff. I went a little half of the normal amount of butter under there, and then butter basted the top, and then I basted the whole bird probably every 30 minutes. So
going hard with it.
It. Keep it nice.
Man, wow, that sounds like a good old spatchcock turkey there, folks.
And then it's for certain
word of the day.
And it's a fun word to say because anytime you can incorporate the word cock in anything, it makes it fun.
Spatchcocking everywhere.
I'm just spatchcocking. The old spatchcock of the walk,
Yeah.
What was the best thing that you had for Thanksgiving?
I was trying to think of this. So I ended up making, we started, since my grandma passed away, now we're having it at my uncle's, so we all kind of got a Facebook group and so not everybody brought the same things, right? We had to kind of make sure because grandma was always the turkey, the noodles, the mashed potatoes, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So we kind of wanted to divvy it all out. So I made some really bomb sweet potatoes.
Nice.
And I remember how we were talking about Jackie's recipe?
Yeah.
I got it.
Oh, did you?
I forgot. My wife had out. Remember at my wedding we did the recipes? And
yeah.
She put that in the book.
No shit. There you go, bub.
But she did canned yams. I did fresh sweet potatoes, yams, sweet potato, whatever.
Right.
Same damn thing.
Right.
So I kind of followed her recipe. I did my own twist on it because of time and too much sugar and other things. But
you at least had kind of the roadmap, so to speak.
Yeah, I got the roadmap for it anyways. Yeah. So I made some good sweet potatoes. And then I made the gravy.
Yeah.
And I took my time on the gravy.
Yeah.
I did all, get your mirepoix down and do all that, the blonde roux.
Yeah.
Butter flour. So we sound fancy. Made a little, since I don't have the turkey drippings, that was the only thing. So I'm what am I going to do? Well, I have this really good chicken stock powder.
Yeah.
From Amish country.
Okay.
That I always keep in the fridge as my chicken stock because it's just it's so good. I like to eat it.
Yeah.
Without even mixing it with water. Just put it in my, I've always been weirdo that likes to eat seasoning. I don't know if anybody else like that.
I have to taste it.
No, I have to taste the seasoning. But then I go overboard sometimes. When I was a kid, I used to take lemon pepper seasoning.
Yeah.
I just grab the can and take it down and just watch TV and dip my finger in lemon pepper seasoning.
Yeah. I'm right on board with you because I'd take the bouillon cubes and I'd suck on them like hard candy. So I'm right there with you, bub.
I just love it. I'm it's salty, sweet, lemony. It's just so good.
Yeah.
My wife always makes fun of me. She's you always taste the seasoning before you put it on. I'm like, yeah. And she's but you've already tasted it 100 times. I'm I want to know what flavors I'm working with.
It might have changed. You don't know.
My brain likes to go to a different place when I taste the seasoning or the flavor. I'm oh, this needs that. This needs this, whatever. Where was I with that? Gravy, yeah. So I made that, did the onions, did all that, blah, blah, blah. Made a bomb gravy, which was really good. But you can't say gravy's the best thing because you're just putting gravy on top of everything, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it can be one of the best things.
My cousin Emily makes some bomb-ass cheesy potatoes that she is literally required to make 2 pans every year.
Yeah.
Because we smash them. And my mom made this really good butterscotch fluff dessert thing with graham cracker. And it was so good, too. Man, that's a tough one.
Yeah. I mean, it is. Because I did green bean casserole, too, and made that really well. My sister brought the corn casserole, whatever, like spoon bread or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's like kind of soggy cornbread, and that shit's so I fucking go ham on that. My other sister-in-law made deviled eggs, which those are always amazing. My mom made like the strawberry dessert trifle kind of thing with cake pieces and whipped cream. And
so my brother Brady, he did pickled deviled eggs.
Okay.
So he pickled eggs.
Yep.
And then he made deviled eggs out of
Was it
those.
like a beet pickled or like a pepper pickled?
Beet pickled.
So the red pickled eggs? Those are my favorite.
They were red.
Yeah, dude.
And then he made deviled eggs. I don't know what he did in the filling. I have to ask him, but they were really good.
Yeah.
They were really good.
I've always wanted to try that.
And super unique. Like, you never see it. Like, who makes pickled deviled eggs?
Right.
Like, it was cool. I'm gonna cousin Emily's cheesy potatoes. Those things are like crack. They're one of the staples of our Thanksgiving.
Hell
so
yeah.
I'm gonna give her this Thanksgiving's best plug.
Yeah. Good job, Emily.
And hopefully, I was talking to her about making us some T-shirts. So we just got to buy the shirts and hoodies or whatever we want.
Oh,
so
nice.
we can print on them. So
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. So
that sounds like a damn good time.
Hopefully, we get some going, and then I'm thinking maybe we end up having a little merch store.
So,
if you want to rep us, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. Put on our shit.
Yeah. So
we'll once we make it, we still got to make it first. We're really good about coming up with things that we're going to do and then because we're always too busy having a damn good time, man. You know?
Yeah. I just got to find a good plug for like decent T-shirts because I don't want to get like shitty ones or anything like that.
Right.
Like I want to get a nice tees and do the whole thing. And I'm sure there's somewhere on Amazon you can find them. But
a decent cotton blend.
And I know it's not going to be cheap, but
right.
I'd like to do it. So. Same with stickers and all that other stuff.
Yeah. I feel like hats are kind of a cool thing we should do too.
Yeah. So anyways, that was probably the best, but so much good food.
Yeah, I've been going hard in the paint on the carbs this week.
Oh, I'm sure you kind of can't avoid it this time of year.
Yeah. Well, and like the smart thing for me to do would be like, okay, just Thanksgiving. But then it's like I get into the zone early in the week too. It's like, well, I'm going to be eating carbs on Thursday. So it's Monday. I might as well. And there was a little bit of a sickness going around the house too. So whenever I don't feel good, carbs are a comfort food for me.
Right.
So I've been going hard in the paint since like Monday.
And then Friday you got leftovers, and you're not going to not eat the leftovers.
Yeah, that's all I ate was carbs today too. And I haven't been working out. So like I'm going to kind of see how far I can push it, see how much weight I can gain within a week. Because I think I weighed myself last Sunday, and I actually broke the 210 mark. I'm down to 209 right now, which is like, that's huge. I haven't been there since I got married back in 2008.
Nice.
And so I want to see this Sunday because I'm going straight. I'm keep cruising. Like you said, we're doing the football party tomorrow, so I'm gonna be carbing up. I'm making soft pretzels with beer cheese dip. So like, I'm already planning on eating carbs then. Right. So I'm going to see, like, I bet you I gained 10 pounds this week. Easy. An easy 10. Yeah.
A lot. I don't know about 10, maybe 5.
Well, I will say a lot of it's going to be water weight.
Yeah.
Because once I eat carbs, I fluff up. Like I can even I don't know if the camera gets it or whatnot, but I can see it in my face. Like I'm puffy.
Yeah.
And so I feel like a lot of it's going to be water weight. It's probably not a good solid 10 fat pounds, but
what sucks is then you can stop, but then in about a month it's Christmas, and you're going to do the same thing. Thing's going to repeat.
Which that's fine because I got we got a couple of trips planned for me for work and shit. I'll be out in Arizona. It's usually easier for me to eat well whenever I'm working too because I'm not in the house around the carbs.
Right.
So I feel like I'll be
all those damn carb eaters.
Yeah. My plan is right now is on Sunday. I'm gonna go hard in the paint till Sunday, and then starting back Monday, I'll get back into because I haven't been working out this week either. I haven't done shit.
Hey, you know.
So I'll get back
rest.
get back in the groove on Monday. Get off the carbs on Monday. Cruise through till the holidays again, and then right there on Christmas, I'll eat all the carbs then, cookies and shit. So
I just like drinking my empty carbs here.
yeah. I do kind of and I've done pure carnivore before.
Right.
It's basically like just taking keto to the next level where you eat 0 carbs and you eat nothing except for animal products. And I do want to, they call it hardcore carnivore, where you eat nothing but red meat and water, and that's it. And there are people that have done that for years and they're still like alive and shit, so it's not like bad for you.
They're still healthy.
So I was even thinking like maybe January I'll try to challenge myself to see if I go the whole month of January with nothing but red meat and water and salt. Because you need salt's technically electrolytes. You need that.
Yeah.
But like no coffee, no nothing else.
Ooh, that's tough.
I'm gonna see if I can go pure.
Yeah.
And I bet you I'll fucking drop any holiday weight I put on just doing that.
Yeah,
easy.
I think so. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people that are getting into that now, just eating nothing but meat. Which is scary, but most of those guys are shredded and
yeah, dude.
bulky, and they're not like skinny. Like,
because like I said, I did pure carnivore for a year, at least. I might have dabbled a little bit in other things here and there, but like I did it pretty hardcore for a year. And I even went to the doctor and I was like, "Hey man, can I get like the full blood work and shit?" I explained him the diet, and he's like, "Yeah, that doesn't sound like it's the best. It goes against anything, all the data and everything, and blah 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 blah." And he ran all my numbers. He's like, "You're perfect." And it was in the middle of winter too. And he's like, "I figured even like your vitamin D would be low because you're not out in the sunlight and shit." He's like, "But that's fine. Like you're fine. You're perfect." I'm like, "Cool, man."
Yes, I am perfect, sir.
Thanks, bub.
I'm gonna eat my steak lollipop.
yeah. So yeah, I think January is gonna be meat January for me. So
okay,
just to throw that out there. If anybody wants to try that challenge with me, to go for it. Let's see.
I would like to do it, but I also got a problem with this.
Yeah.
But I could just do meat and beer, it'd be fine,
That's true.
And be like, hey, it's part of my diet, so I have to drink beer all day.
Because that's, yeah. I will say whenever I was doing carnivore, I was still drinking, and it was mainly liquor, though, because it wasn't as much carbs.
Yeah, liquor's no carbs, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's still not, it slows down the key. Well, it's supposed to get you into ketosis faster, but it slows your liver function down. So, and your liver's responsible for a lot of your fat processing. So it kicks you into keto faster, but it slows down the keto process. So,
I don't need to go that hard.
Right.
As long as it's working. Right?
Well, yeah, and then even with it was more of like it wasn't as hardcore carnivore where I was just eating meat. I was eating cheese and like like other things that were still animal based that had some trace carbs in them and shit, like milk and dairy and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
So you could still go carnivore and still have some guilty pleasures with that kind of shit too.
True.
You don't have to do just the straight red meat and water hardcore
that'd
part.
Be tough. It would be tough.
Yeah,
because I could throw some dairy in there. I'm okay. Get some cheese in there.
Yeah,
some different things just to kind of mix it up.
Yeah, because even like the hardcore ones say it's just strict red meat, salt, and water. And I think for January I'll probably still do some eggs too because I fucking love eggs.
They don't do eggs. Yeah.
The hardcore ones don't.
Just red meat.
Just straight red meat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like 1 to 2 pounds a day.
You think eggs would be all right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the people go to the carnivore diet too because they have food tolerance issues, and so some people say that poultry can be a food tolerance issue for certain people. So they'd say if you're trying to like find out what's bothering you, stick to straight red meat, and then you can incorporate things. You kind of give you that month reset and incorporate more things into your diet to figure out what it was that was actually the problem. Then.
Gotcha.
Because I know all the data out there. There are studies ran on saturated fats, animal fats being bad, but they're not.
No,
they're doing animal fats and saturated fats when mixed in with a standard American diet. They're not good for you because your body will process everything else first and store those the quote unquote bad fats. But if you're doing nothing but the bad fats, you actually process it all perfectly fine. I mean, that, and they always bring up, like, look at people like the Inuits and Eskimos and shit. Like, those people eat nothing but seals and whales year round. They can't grow fucking vegetables. You know? Like, and they are alive and doing well. So
like nothing but fish and definitely seals because they're huge and blubbery and like walruses and like
So if it's so bad for you, how are they alive?
I think one walrus could probably last you about a month, right? Because this thing's probably like 500, 600 pounds or something.
Yeah, and then it's not going to go bad because it's frozen once it's dead.
It's dead. It's frozen. Yeah, just leave it there. They have to do it. They have to process it.
But yeah, so that'll be my little reset from the holidays there.
Who do you think the first Eskimo was? That was like, hey, this looks like a good spot. It's nice and frozen.
Yeah.
I hate this heat over there.
Yeah, fuck going south for the winter. Let's just stay here. Yeah. I wonder if it's more of just they happen upon the wrong area in an easy spring or something, you know?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it turned bad for them. And then they just couldn't get out. So they're like, whoa. And then they've learned how to live there. And like, okay, we're doing just fine.
Let's stack a bunch of ice together and put a fire in it. It's still warm.
Yeah.
Still warm.
They figured it out.
Yeah, figured it out.
Figured it.
Kill this seal and we harvest his fat and then it just makes good fire.
Yeah.
You know, it's fine.
Yep. Yeah. And they can't even grow plants.
Yeah. I mean, no, yeah.
Yeah, even it's
trying
hard.
to think of something like maybe they can have a succulent. Things don't die.
Nope, it's too cold for that.
Yeah, probably just freeze it.
But yeah, other than Thanksgiving, you had anything else crazy going on this week?
No, today was fun. Me and our boy Tyler and Jack had a boys' day.
Boys' day.
So I was going to take both babies, and Steph's like, "Oh, you can leave one." And she was working. She's like, I was like, well, I'll take Jack since he's a little more of a handful than Charlotte. And Charlotte,
a little more rambunctious.
Yeah, Charlotte, you can just put on the iPad. You can put Miss Rachel on and sort of stare at it if need be. So we took Jack. We went to B-Dubs.
Nice.
Got some boneless wings. Got Jack some mac and cheese and some oranges, and just had a good time. And
hell yeah.
Went to Lowe's, got some Christmas lights to hang up and all that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home after the show and do Christmas.
There you go.
Not do, put Christmas on, I guess.
Decorate Christmas.
Decorate. And other than that, this week, I'm trying to think if there's anything cool that happened or fun that happened or anything that pissed me off. I'm sure there's a lot that pissed me off.
Yeah, there's always something. Always something.
No, not much. So, I mean,
like
I said, today was fun just having kind of a guy's day hanging out with Tyler and Jack in tow. Yeah. Putting him in shopping carts. I never realized how many people just want to talk to you when you have just a baby in a shopping cart, but it's a lot.
Oh my God, look at the baby.
Yeah. I had his little hat on him, so he was looking cool.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about you.
No. They're like, oh, mine looks just like him, and they're this old, and
then it was you and Tyler walking around with him. So like, oh, it's so nice to see you guys adopting.
Well, I remember at B-Dubs, she's like, is this one chick? Like, no, I got the little guy.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what that was.
I don't know if he's worth it yet.
Oh, I did lose my wedding ring.
Oh, there you
go.
Even better.
So that was gone, and now I'm just hanging out with, Tyler, this little dude.
How did you lose your wedding ring?
I don't know. I think it's because it's cold. Your skin kind of contracts, so it was loose, and it just fell off somewhere.
Huh.
Don't know. I searched my car. I've been searching everywhere. I have no idea where it's at.
That's silly.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I bought it on Amazon. It was like $16.
Yeah. That's
wasn't a ball and wedding ring.
I play with mine a lot because that's kind of like my gauge for how hard into the carbs I'm going because I get all puffy and swelly, and like mine will slide on and off a lot easier than that whenever I'm leaner. Yeah. And now it's like a little puffy. So I'm not too puffed up yet, but like, yeah. So like, I was even thinking like, oh, was he like, because I play with mine. So what if I dropped it? But like,
what I think is weird is like, I don't even have like a tan mark or like a ring mark or anything because mine's always been a little loose. So I don't know. Or a bunch of
I guess I don't really have much.
Yeah, because it's not tight on our like
There's
yours
not much
is
showing
loose.
it's there. If you look on the other side, you can see some calluses from where it's at. But like if I'm just like,
oh yeah, I can see a little bit of mine too.
if I'm just like this, out doing things, it's like, oh, look at that single guy. There's no ring.
Yeah. So it's like, oh man, I hope these ladies don't try to pick me up. I'm like, oh, so shit, Tyler, I lost my ring too. So now all these ladies are gonna be is like, no, if you had your ring, they'd actually want you.
Yeah, like, true. Yeah,
trifling
bitches. Like, oh, he's cool with a commitment. Let's see if I can break the one he's made.
Yeah, exactly. They like a challenge.
Yeah, I guess
some of you women, not all of you.
Yeah, not all of you.
But yeah, other than that, just hanging and banging.
Standard week, huh?
Hanging and banging all
man.
week.
Yeah, it's about the same for me. We did. We took Henry up for a neurology appointment on Monday.
Mm.
We thought they were going to try to induce a seizure like they did the last time we did this, but they actually didn't. They just ran some more tests on him and stuff. They must not have had to push him into that deal. So that was kind of a sigh of relief. We didn't have to worry about that.
Right.
And then, but since I had Monday off, I stayed up all night Sunday playing video games because he also has to be sleep deprived to do these tests. So we've been playing a whole lot of the Call of Duty DMZ.
Absolutely.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Because you were telling me about it, and I even kind of sat down and tried one, and I didn't quite get it. So I was like, oh, yeah, it sounds cool. And I kept kind of not really dismissing you, but I just knew I needed to give it another try.
Yeah.
But now that I'm in it and I know the inner workings of it and shit, it's fucking dope.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's awesome.
Fun to run around in and figure stuff out.
Yeah.
Kind of try to beat the AI and the bosses.
Yeah, because I love the element of you don't have to go out and hunt players that are better than you. Because that's the AI's there. It's still tough though. That's the other thing is you can still get yourself in a shit show with the AI. Mm-hmm. But then you still got to worry about other squads. And then even sometimes too, it's like, all right, let's go after that squad. Because you got that proximity chat on. You can hear when they're close to you now. You hear them with their kind of scheming their whole plan out. Oh, they're going around. Let's go get them. And then you can rush them and take them out, which that's fun as fuck too.
Let's go get their cash.
Yeah.
They're probably all stocked up, let's go get their cash.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that game mode is pretty dope. I really enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, I like it better than the plunder they had in Warzone 1.
Right.
Because it was just everybody just runs and tries to get cash. And not too many people. Some people are fighting or doing whatever, but
right.
I like the addition of the AI where it's they're not a big threat, but occasionally they are definitely going to wipe your ass real quick.
Yeah, and you can tell too once you get further into a zone or further into a building. And then you start popping people, and you can tell they're armored up by your hit markers and shit. Yeah. So it's oh my god, these guys are armored. Be on your game, So So it does get difficult and a little more testing, and then even the fact that you start out with one armor plate. I didn't realize how much only one plate sucks.
Yeah.
So once you start getting fired at by AI, it's you got three guys firing at you. Okay, and then why the fuck am I down?
Yeah.
God, it's because I only have one fucking plate because I lost my 3-plate vest. And then that gives you another element of trying, once you get your good gear, it's okay, now I can't die because I want to do it again. I want to keep this gear.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, and a lot of people are talking about the time to kill, the TTK in the game is very quick.
Yeah.
It's very quick. Probably quicker than the last Warzone, it feels like.
Yeah.
You just get shredded fast.
Yeah, you don't, and I like that because you don't have to pump 30 rounds into somebody to knock them and shit.
Right.
It makes it a little easier because I've always said, and that's why I like playing hardcore multiplayer modes because I have the reaction time. I can get first fire out easy. I can't stay on target to save my fucking life. So when you're playing Warzone and you got guys with 3 plates on, it's well, fuck, now I got to pump 30 fucking rounds into them and stay on target. And I already got them, but I now they know I'm here. So,
right.
And for some reason, other people are way better at staying on target than I am.
I like a good balance where I don't have to put a ton in.
Yeah.
But I also if I'm getting shot, I can quickly dip, flip.
Yeah.
Maybe turn and burn. I like to some of that, but it all depends on your style. But
and I think a lot of mine's accuracy too, because whenever I get that first kill, it's usually center mass and it's not head. And obviously headshots take more take away more damage, and I suck at headshots usually.
Well, you're fine. You start sending mass and recoil.
Yeah. But mine, I go off target, and so if they're to the left of me, I go off target far past. I keep steering whenever I.
Well, AI stands still, but like a regular player, yeah, they're normally
when they
jumping and like
jumping around,
bunny hopping everywhere, like
yeah. You're like,
that's why console has auto aim.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to help me out that
a little
much.
bit.
Yeah, it guides you a little bit, but it doesn't help you out that much.
They've been saying change your setting to the the blackout setting.
Okay.
Apparently, it's supposed to be better. I don't know. They might have fixed it now, but apparently, the blackout aim assist is one of the better ones.
Okay. Yeah, because I went through. I always Google search like best settings and shit, and because like they say, this field of view is a little better if you zoom in, but don't go too far in. So I kind of go off of whatever fucking website Google popped up for me first.
Well, I zoom out. I like to see more of what's going on.
Yeah.
Probably not good for my eyes. That's probably why I have terrible vision too. But
yeah,
at a far range, which doesn't make sense because in a video game, it's like, well, you shouldn't matter. Your eyesight shouldn't matter. But I swear, like looking at trying to squint at things far away, I'm like, is that a dude?
Yeah.
Like there's still some kind of depth field, even though it's just a screen. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
And even they say too, like the best thing to do is get a smaller monitor and get close to it.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm playing on a 65-inch TV sitting 10 feet away, so it's not like I'm not in the optimal settings for it.
Yeah.
And even like I'm in my recliner in the living room looking at a wall-mounted TV, so my neck's always up too. So I'm sure like my neck's gonna get all stiff and shit from sitting there. But
yeah, and you get the gamer back, they call it, where you've been hunched over, like not straight back in the chair. You're like leaning forward, like.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have all of that.
Yeah.
I have all of that, but that's
fine. Man. You've made it this far with no real problem, so
they can correct it.
Yeah.
Eventually I'll cash in all this insurance I pay for.
Modern science will pay off.
Yeah. Right now they're just taking all my money. Eventually I'll cash in and then I'll still owe them more money. I don't understand how it works, but that's insurance.
It'll work itself out.
Yeah. You just pay premiums to.
And pretty soon here, you're just going to be able to get a robot back or robot legs and shit, you know?
Yeah. I mean, just take my brain and put it in a jar and I'll be in the video game anyway. So.
Yeah. Keep my brain and my penis. And then everything else, you can just replace that with technology.
I'm pretty sure we're living in the Matrix anyway, so
it's all a simulation.
It's all simulation.
Yeah. You're not real, man.
Hey, whatever.
Yeah, so other topics.
Other hot topics.
Some things I've been thinking about this week. Actually, I'll bring up one. Remember, you're familiar with Facebook, right?
And kind of.
Back in the day when it first came out, there was always that poke button sitting there.
Yeah.
And
poke people.
Yeah, you could just poke people like, hey, man, what's up? Like, you didn't have to send out a hard message or a...
Yeah. I'm poking Steve
just
right now,
poke
if you're not
people.
Watching the video.
And I kind of always assumed, I don't know why, but my mind took that as like hey, this is kind of maybe more of like a little flirty approach.
I would think so, too.
That's
where my mind would go, too.
Like, oh, hey, there's a hot chick. I don't want to just jump into her DMs. Let me just give her a little poke. A little poke, right? So
sounds terrible, but yeah.
Yeah, and so then even, I feel like that button went away. I didn't even realize it was a thing anymore, but I got poked last week.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's, of course, where my mind went. It was like, oh, who's poking me?
Totally a dude, wasn't it?
It was your brother, Derek. So, Derek, thanks for poking me.
I think he's still waiting on...
I got to give him a kiss.
On his kiss. That's what it is. Yeah.
I got to give him a kiss for sharing or liking, subscribing, and sharing, doing the trifecta.
Yep.
Maybe that's why he was poking me. But
I was like, hey, don't forget, buddy.
I will say then that I did get on the regular Facebook looking through the feed and shit, and he had a post up where he's like, oh, so and so told me that the poke button's still available. So hi to everyone out there that I poked. So he must have poked more than one person. But yeah, like I was sitting there thinking like, oh, your boy's still got it. Somebody's getting all flirty, going to be poking me. It was
poking your butt.
Derek Adams.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I thought that was pretty funny.
He thought you were cool.
And then the other thing is, like, after all that, I'm like, I still don't know where the fucking poke button is. So I don't know how to poke anybody.
I have no idea where that is.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Nor will I look for it ever, because I would never poke anyone.
But yeah, I just assumed that. I always thought that was more of like a little flirty thing. Like, hey, poke.
Like, poke. Hey, I just poked you.
I just poked you.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't need to flirt anymore, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird.
I just poke my wife in person.
Yeah.
I don't digital poke anymore.
Right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Beth. How you doing?
Bam.
Poke right now. Oh, why'd you do that?
And then do a little Three Stooges.
Blocked it.
Blocked it. And then the other thing that I wanted to bring up that I was thinking about this week. So whenever I said we had a sickness going around, my issue, everybody seemed to have a different issue, but mine was I had the old squirts. Had a little case of the diarrhea.
IBS.
Yeah. Or BMs. A lot of BMs.
A lot of BMs going on.
And it wasn't so much that I had like a fever or any other kind of sickness, so I feel like it was something that I ate. But
spatchcock turkey.
No, this was before the turkey.
Or the day after.
Yeah. It was before the turkey, but I was counting, and I stopped counting after 12 BMs.
Wow.
Yeah, of good liquid, and after cleaning up, after wiping so many times, I felt like my asshole was chapped. Okay.
Okay.
So. I wonder.
You're trying to put some chapstick on it?
No, like I want to invent asshole chapstick. That's what I wanted to talk about. I came up with another $1 million idea. Why don't they make asshole chapstick?
Let's do it. Let's make it.
I mean,
let's call it a damn good job.
Yeah. Is that just what like preparation H is? Does that work for chapped asshole too? I know that's more of a hemorrhoid thing, but
yes, I believe that's geared toward hemorrhoids, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's the same thing. I don't know,
but I feel like we could easily market something, and like, oh, it's a.
I've never had a hemorrhoid, so I'm not sure what that entails.
Yeah, I've never had one either,
and I don't know what that means. Like, I feel like it's just a lump on your butt or something.
From what I understand, it's
inside your crackers.
From what I understand, it's like a broken blood vessel that kind of pops out.
Okay.
And you get it a lot from like if you're straining, like if you got a growler or a real hard boy that's not coming out, and you're like,
oh boy, swollen and inflamed veins in the rectum and anus that cause discomfort and bleeding.
Okay. So yeah, and I guess that's like a trucker thing too, because they're always sitting on it.
Hemorrhoids are usually caused from straining during bowel movements,
obesity
or pregnancy. Yeah, so, oh man, I hate to hit this button, but I'm going to hit images.
Ooh.
Okay, I'll go away from that.
Looking at inflamed assholes.
Because they always put the worst ones up, too. It's not like, these are just normal hemorrhoids.
Like, yeah, you can have a minor hemorrhoid that looks just like this.
They're like, no, we're going to put the worst hemorrhoid picture. Yeah. Like, no matter what you search.
Yeah.
If you hit images,
yeah,
it's popping up the worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario, for sure.
It's like, this is what happens.
This is why you don't want one, because it could get bad.
And the worst thing is, like, if I'm searching for something that, like, my baby's got a little rash or somehow they got dots on them, and then I search something like that, and then I hit images, it's like, yeah, your baby's going to die by these images. And it's like, holy shit, man, this isn't even close.
Guess what? Your baby has cancer. Like, what? Like, no, I don't think so. Like, ugh.
But at least it makes you feel better, because it's like, oh no, there's not even close to this, so they're fine.
Right?
They're fine. Whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, asshole chapstick,
ass chap,
chap for a chapped ass,
chap back,
chat back. Make it in fun flavors too.
I like chap back
in fun flavors or smells or
flavors. flavors.
You never know, man.
What?
You never know. I don't know. I feel like everybody bleaches their asshole to make it clean because of
All right, I get because
sexual things. So why not make it flavored too? Get a fresh bleach and then apply it.
I get what you're saying with the flavoring because all of a sudden ass eating became like a craze.
Yeah, it's all over the internet.
I feel like it's died down now.
It's not as
It was like a craze at one point in time. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, like the old Chris Rock joke was tossing your salad with either jelly or syrup.
Yeah.
So why would you, instead of jelly or syrup, just put some little butt balm on there?
Chat back.
Just put some chat back.
Chat back.
Get the old chat back. And apply that, and then you got
Here's the problem with chat back. Is that going to be the same one that you put on your lips? Is it going to be the same type of serving device? Because what if you set that down in your car or on the counter? Somebody's like, "Ooh, chapstick! Let me use your chapstick." No. And then boom, it's on their lips.
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean, I feel like it's still safe enough for your lips if it's safe enough for your asshole. So you don't have to worry about. There's just the cross contamination that you have to worry about.
Chat back.
Yeah, like I
love the name right now. Yeah. We got to make that a whole different
delivery device.
Yeah, it's got to be like really wide or something. So like, which I don't feel like it needs to be wide.
You don't want it to be wider. Yeah.
I don't know. But you can't let that be that small either, because then other people are going to do weird stuff with it, and then it's going to get worse.
Then it'll get stuck up there.
Yeah, and then the chat bag's going to get sued because they're going into the ER because they got all the chat backs backlogged in them. They got 20 chat backs in them.
I don't think you'd want to do any minty flavors either. That might tingle and burn weird.
That's how you know it's working. Chat back. Trademark.
Copyright.
Emblem. If you're on camera, I just made the emblem. But if you're listening,
the emblem.
I already did it. That makes it official. You can't steal chat back.
Don't steal it. Yeah, and fitness gum.
Fitness gum.
Those are our $1 million ideas. Fitness gum and asshole chapstick.
We just started a novelty store. And we sell this stuff just for jokes.
Yeah. I know there's a whole line of products you can get on Amazon that are like gag gifts like that, to where it's a fake gift, or even like you buy the fake box, and then you can put like not a debit card, but a gift card in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you I think the one was like we got one year, and it was a box for a doggy serving tray.
Yeah.
It was like a vest you put on your dog, and then it had like a platter on it. And it had like a picture of a dog with all these appetizers on a fucking platter.
Yeah.
Just let your dog walk around and shit. And we're like, oh, cool. Because you got to kind of I guess we could put this on dog. And they're like, no, open it. That's a joke. We're like, oh, thank God, because we were never going to use that.
Yeah, my brother got one for my dad. I've never seen him laugh so hard at this box. It was hands-free iPad head strap. So went around your neck, and you can slide your iPad in there, so you can just walk around with your iPad. My dad opened up. He's like, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah, oh cool. Yeah, this is cool." And then he opened the box, and there's some cigars or whatever in it.
Yeah.
And then he just started dying laughing. He's like, "I thought you were serious." It was good. It was on that borderline cusp. Well, this actually could be real.
Right.
But yeah, it was totally fake.
Gotcha, bitch.
It was hilarious. My dad was crying, laughing.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
I like those ones where it's not too far out.
Right.
But it's just right there. It's
yeah, because even the doggy serving tray was I could see somebody actually making that. And
well, who would buy that for you,
Right.
And it feels bad for the person that's got to open it, because oh yeah,
they gotta
they gotta fake it, you
gotta see how much they love you then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Thanks, I'm definitely gonna use that all the time. And then you probably get somebody that's a little dumber, and they're like, really want that? And no, open it up, that's a gag. It's what? And they get a gift card, and well, can I use this gift card to buy one of those? Can I actually get the hands-free iPad order? I really wanted that. I was going to use it while driving. No.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because nobody wants to be truthful about their gifts that they get. but they don't want to like insult a person.
Yeah.
I think I remember even one on the kid's first birthday party about that outfit for Jack.
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard. He wore it once, but
yeah.
I was like, "This is always going to wear it."
I feel like it was adorable.
It was very cute, but
it was also like not the best outfit I could have got for him. You know, like,
it was sweet.
Yeah,
but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It had like a little hat and like corduroy, like
corduroy bibs. Yeah,
I was like
super fall.
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
It was super fall. Like, but yeah. I knew like maybe it'll get like one or two wears.
Did you see the fall pictures?
I have not.
Oh well, you have to check them out.
Are they posted on the book?
They are.
Oh,
at least on my mom's.
Okay. I fucking Facebook ads got me now. I don't get on there for anything other than I scroll till I see the Amazon ad that pops up, and then you keep scrolling to the right, and then I just get stuck looking at ads, and then I end up going shopping. And I don't even do Facebook anymore. Like I barely even scroll through any feeds too much anymore.
It's funny because you bought that up, and my mom bought like one that was similar.
Yeah.
Like, so they end up taking fall photos, and it's cute as hell.
Nice.
But I thought it was a hilarious outfit.
Yeah.
Myself, I just did. I thought it was funny.
I mean, yeah. It's hilarious in like a
You're
cute
like,
way.
wait, I'm like, okay. You're like, I'm not putting this on. I'm taking it.
Well, and it's definitely one of those ones that since he's a baby, it works. But say if he was like, 6 to 8-ish in that kind of range, like that kid's gonna get his ass beat on the playground
exactly.
for wearing it.
And that's where my head went. It's like we're not gonna wear this.
Yeah.
But
it's adorable because he's a baby.
Yeah.
But if he was any older, he would have got the shit kicked out of him for sure, or made fun of. So it worked for now. I think
it's the one you bought anyways that she did the fall photos in.
Cool.
It was great, but
I'll
show you after the show. But
that's what I had in mind for it. Is like this isn't really a going out. It's fall. Take some pictures with this because it looks stupid cute. Like
because me and my wife had the debate that my mom had got both outfits. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure Steve got this one. My mom got this one. They just happen to freaking match.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I don't know.
Well, and like that's the other thing too, because I was buying the baby clothes, and for girls, there's all these sets that's like, oh my god, this is adorable. Oh my god, this is adorable. Right. And for boys, it's like, here's some fucking gym shorts and here's some fucking gym pants. It's like, well, so I got him 2 tracksuits, right?
Yeah, he did give him those sweet tracksuits.
And then that was the only one that was like, this is kind of a cute outfit, like. Other than that, it was just tracksuits for boys. It's like, well, this is. I mean, they're cool, but it just didn't seem
mob. Then,
it didn't seem fun and cute, So I had to get him a fun, cute.
He's in the mob, breaking legs and toothpick in mouth. Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was adorable. Oh, okay, I'm trying to go through my mom's Facebook, and there's 1,400 pictures of dogs.
Totes adorbs.
But anyways, yeah. So
it worked. It worked for photos.
It worked, but
that's good.
I didn't hide the fact that I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Is what I was trying to say, because a lot of people will hide that stuff. Don't hide your gift feelings in. Well, sometimes you got to.
Yeah.
Like grandma gets you something weird or whatever.
Thanks, Grandma.
Is that the one?
Oh, yeah. Looks like a little fucking dude in that for sure, dude.
We didn't step into the hat, but Charlotte had this.
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
Matching. Did you? You didn't get that for Charlotte, did you? I think
I might have.
I think my mom got that one.
I think those are both the outfits that I got.
Okay, I thought that's what I thought, but I was convinced otherwise.
Because I know, because I got them all bigger clothes because I knew they were going to grow into them. But there were 2 outfits that I got that were on the smaller side because it was fall, and I was like, they can wear them for fall, and then they can grow into the other outfits that I got. So
I'm just to give you guys a visualization. It's the 70s. Dark orange shag rug carpet color.
Yeah. Maybe a little more on the tanner side, but there's oranges worked in there too.
Like orange, like that color. And if you know the 70s color, maybe later 70s, early 80s, I don't know what it is, but that's the color. So
it even kind of mimics the fact that back then, like everything had that cigarette stain burn into it too.
That old tar stain.
Yeah,
good old tar stain.
That kind of orangish, red, orangish brownish color with the cigarette stain on it. Like they really encompassed that color in those outfits for sure.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. So
they look good. They look good in them photos.
I just forgot the hat. The hat would have been
that's fine.
On point.
Yeah. But next on the docket,
we're
we're going to throw out a Would You Rather.
Okay.
We're still working through a list that Steph gave us.
Thank you, Steph.
Yep. Thank you very much.
You're sexy.
Yeah. Well, I agree with...
You're allowed to agree. It's fine.
Yeah. You're a beautiful woman. I'll say that.
Thanks.
I don't think it's within bro code to say that she's sexy, but I am allowed to say she's a beautiful woman.
I mean, either one's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like I've never been one of those guys that are like, "How dare you say that about my wife?" Like,
hey, thank you.
What you want? Like, you want me to say your wife's ugly? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Stop! Knock it off, tough guy.
I never get that.
Yeah.
It's a compliment, you know.
Right.
Somebody whistle out on the street. I'm not like, "Oh, what's up? What's up? You want?" I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
Thanks.
Carry
man.
on.
Yeah.
Carry on.
But so, would you rather fight Mike Tyson or sound like Mike Tyson?
Neither.
Yeah.
Which Mike Tyson are we talking about now?
I'd even say now he's still fucking beast, dude.
Or prime Mike Tyson.
It's still now. He'll kick your ass.
Yeah, I'm probably dead. Probably dead.
Yeah.
So either sound like Mike Tyson for, I'm assuming, the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So he's talking like this.
With the lisp.
Yeah, with the lisp. Or, I mean, I think you got to talk like him because either way you're going to end up talking like him.
I was going to bring up that exact same point. You're going to get hit in the head and sound like him anyway.
Yeah. So, I mean,
you'll have some sort of speech impediment, and it might be worse than Mike Tyson's.
Yeah, I like my brain cells.
Yeah.
I'm already married, so I don't need to impress anybody. And then if I can talk exactly like him, I feel like I can do like a lot of comedy bits.
Yeah, you do.
People like think we want to talk. We keep talking about being comedians.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, everybody just think it's an impression or something.
But then, how many people get annoyed eventually that you're just sitting there talking like Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
This is the way I speak.
Yeah,
and I'm doing a terrible impression of him.
Right,
because I can't process it in my brain.
I can't think of how he talks right now either.
I should stop. Because it doesn't sound good either.
Because if you keep going, you might end up having to fight him.
I might have to fight him.
Like, I'm kicking this guy's ass.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I think a no-brainer. Just talk like Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I think I'd go with the fight.
Would you?
Just to say I did it. A.
True.
B. It wouldn't last very long. Also, it would give us content. You know, maybe we could use it as some sort of publicity stunt to promote the show. Like, watch me get my ass kicked by Mike Tyson, you know?
Right.
But then, I'll just have a wheelchair for the rest of my life and shit because he'd fuck me up, I'm sure.
That 1% chance, maybe you get a lucky blow and knock him out.
There's no fucking way.
But that is...
But if... Yeah.
There's no way, but...
That 1 in a million.
1 in a million.
Yeah.
One shot, only one opportunity.
Because he's getting old. I throw one punch and he has a heart attack. Like, that guy gave Mike Tyson a heart attack with one punch. And then I'm a legend.
But the only problem is then all the hate that comes down on you.
Yeah, but
there's some glory.
Hate feels views. Hate feels views.
I like where your head's at. You're trying to promote us more.
I'd do it for the show.
And I think if anybody's going to fight him, it would definitely be you that I would select over me. But
yeah, if it's either one of us.
Well, Steve for sure. It's not him, man. But yeah, no, I mean, I guess for the content.
Yeah, I'd do it for the show.
I mean, if that's the thing, but I mean, I don't want to take his hardest punch to the face.
Doing it for the gram. Yeah, I'm hoping maybe I can like dodge something,
block a little bit. You're gonna throw an arm up, maybe it slows it down. This is a
and then even like I take one tiny one to the shoulder. You know, I'm like maybe as he's kind of throwing out some little warm up jabs, and I take like a small one and I go and then I fall down, and then there fight's over. I'm like I'm knocked out. And just take the 10 count, and then I can still say I fought Mike Tyson.
Yeah, true.
But I'll be like, well, let me at least try to get one in. And as I'm throwing that one in, he catches me off guard and fucking knocks me straight out cold. Yeah. And then I'm dead.
But I mean, he seems like a nice guy now. You know, he's I saw him in Evander Holyfield are selling edible gummies.
Yeah, weed gummies in the shape of an ear.
With a bite out of them.
Yeah.
So, maybe he's changed his ways a little bit. He's not going to hit you with all he's got. He's going to hit you hard enough to knock you out. But
I'll just tune this guy up a little bit. That way he gets some good views.
Yeah. He's gonna listen to that and be like, "Oh no, son,
Fuck this guy.
you
He's
get
going down."
knocked out." He's a beast, man. If you watch any of his old videos too, back in his prime, it's just like, oh man, that's
insane.
Scary. That is some scary shit.
Yeah,
I don't know how he didn't kill 40 people,
right,
with everything he did. But
yeah, right.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to. I will still go with. I'm just gonna talk like him.
I'll fucking fight him. I'll give it a shot.
Hey, the show might get better too. You fight him. I talk like him, and then boom, we got a show.
You can be the commentary.
Man, he's gonna fight me again. He's gonna after he's done knocking you out, he's gonna run out of the ring and beat the shit out.
Jesus, took a hard one. Oh shit, now Mike Tyson's coming for me.
I just want I don't know, Spanish. I just want Spanish. I can't.
Sí, señor. No,
I'm good at impersonating some people, but I can't. Apparently, I can't do Mike. I got to listen to it a lot before I do it. Yeah.
It's been a while since I've heard him speak.
Yeah.
I think he talks like that though.
I don't know if it's so low, but let's
be. Oh, let's be.
I just don't want to go down a weird hole.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
It is a weird voice that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah.
You do not expect it.
No.
Just one of those
not
guys
from that guy.
And maybe that's why he became the way he is, because so many people made fun of his voice that he just beat the shit out of him.
He became hard because he had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you making fun of my voice? I'm just going to beat the shit out of you.
I gotta get tough.
Yeah. I'm just going to go lift weights like crazy.
Throw punch it.
Be a boxer. So there you go.
Yeah. But that's about all I got to talk about this week.
Me too.
Take this chance to remind you all to click like and subscribe.
All the things.
Maybe one of these days we'll have some merch or something cool for you to have.
Tell your friends about us.
Tell your friends. Tell your family. Have your kids watch us. It's pretty cool.
Say, hey, do you want to have a damn good time? And they'll be like, well, always. Who doesn't?
And then also want to take this chance to remind you that team from up north sucks.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to lose.
Definitely.
Do you have let's get a score prediction from you right now.
37-20.
I was going to say 37-28.
Which is a weird score, 37-20.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I've tried to keep mine a little more in that 8-point range. Like, if they're saying that, I'll try and get it around in there.
Yeah.
But for some reason, 37 was popped out in my head.
That's weird.
Yep.
So they score 37 tomorrow. Look out.
Look out.
We're going to start a new podcast called Betting.
Yeah. Bet.
Just bet.
But,
chat back bet.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Chat back.
Chat back.
Chat back.
Fitness in your mouth.
Chat back and fitness in the mouth. Be on the side of a merch store.
But also want to play a little of this on the way out.
Go!
I want to ask you, did you have yourself a damn good time?
I had myself a damn good time. Steve, did you have yourself a damn good time?
I had myself a damn good time.
Go
Make
Bucks.
sure you guys tune in next week when we're victorious and shit, and have ourselves another damn good time. Cheers.
Go Bucks!